kid's cracked. They got knocked. They got a knock.
Another team, careful.
Yeah, it's the other team.
Yikes.
I'm on a mat.
Big one.
Still two. Oh shit, I just picked up your banner. Flop.
Jeez, man.
Let's go! Hey, what's going on, Champ Squad? My name is Vinsanity if you guys are new, and welcome back to another Apex Legends video. So in today's vid, I'm going to be covering what I think is the best button loadout in Season 8 of Apex Legends. I made a video like this a little while ago, but today I also wanted to discuss whether I think it's worth investing in something like a Scuf controller for Apex, and if I believe it will help you improve. Before we get into it, if you guys are new, I upload educational Apex videos and high kill gameplays, specifically for console players. I also host subscriber 1v1s and scrims for cash prizes, so consider subscribing, turning post notifications on, and joining the community. So just to give an overview of what I'm going to discuss today, I'm first going to talk about what I think makes a good button layout, whether I think paddles are necessary, and then I'm also going to discuss particular paddle options like a Scuf controller versus something like a Sony back button attachment or Xbox Elite controller. So in my opinion, the most important features behind a good button layout is to have jump and crouch mapped to buttons that allow you to keep your fingers on the trigger and shoot while performing these actions. Basically, being able to crouch and jump without taking your fingers off of their base position, so the sticks and the triggers, will help your movement by allowing you to slide jump more easily, as well as crouch spam without it affecting your aim. The button layout I recommend trying out first, if you haven't done so already, is Button Puncher, which is basically like tactical controls for Call of Duty. And this lets you crouch with the right stick, which is way better than having to take your right thumb off of R3 to press either B or circle to crouch. This loadout will still have jump mapped to X or A, which isn't ideal, but you can either learn to play claw or use a custom layout and map jump to something like R1 and move ping to X. Really, any custom button layout will work in theory as long as you're comfortable with it, but I highly recommend finding a way to jump and crouch that doesn't require you to remove your fingers from the right stick and the triggers so it won't affect your aim. Really, one of the best ways to be able to jump and crouch without it really affecting your aim at all is to get some sort of paddles. Once you have paddles, you can map jump and crouch to the paddles so that you can perform these actions very comfortably without it affecting your aim. In my opinion, once you've got the basic fundamentals of Apex down, including aim and basic movement, getting a set of paddles will really help improve your skill more than almost anything else. Unless you're really good at something like claw grip, there's no clear alternative that will give you the same movement potential as having two paddles on the back of your controller. So this brings me to the next question about whether it's worth getting a Scuf controller. So when I say paddles, I don't necessarily mean you should go dish out $200 for a Scuf controller. There are other options. I've now owned 3 Scuf controllers over the past 5 years or so, and they're definitely really great while they work, but the truth is they're not super durable. They can break down pretty easily, the paddles can lose their sensitivity within a couple months, and some people even complain about really opening the Scuf out of the box and the paddles not working. So I can't really recommend dishing out so much money on something that might break within a couple of months, so there is a better alternative in my opinion. Instead of starting with the Scuf, if you are interested in getting some paddles, I highly recommend trying out the Sony back button attachment if you're on PS4, or looking at something like the Xbox Elite controller if you're on Xbox. I currently have both a 2-paddle Scuf Infinity, as well as a base DualShock controller which has the Sony back button attachment, so I've directly been able to compare these two options, and I can really say they're not very different at all. The Scuf paddles are probably a little bit more comfortable to use, in my opinion, but the Sony back button attachments are solid, they're really durable. I've had them for almost a year now with no issues, and the great thing is they're only $20. So basically for 1/10 of the price of what you'd be paying for a Scuf with just 2 paddles, you're getting the same number of paddles with basically the same functionality. I recommend giving it a go. If you haven't used paddles before, I do think the Sony back button attachment is your best option. If you're on Xbox, I recommend giving the Xbox Elite controller a go if you can afford it. It's a little pricier than something like the Sony back button attachment on PS4, but I've heard really good things about it. It seems a lot more durable and reliable than something like a Scuf controller, as well as a bit more affordable. So just to summarize real quick, I do think the sign of a good button layout in Apex Legends is one where you can jump and crouch with as little impact on your aim as possible. You can use something like Button Puncher, which allows you to switch crouch to R3 and melee to circle, but really, if you do want to have the best movement in Apex Legends, I think it's worth investing in something like the Sony back button attachment, which for just $20 will give you 2 high-quality paddles that you can map to jump and crouch, which will improve your movement probably more than anything else. Let me know in the comments section whether you guys use a particular custom button layout or what type of controller you guys use in Apex Legends. Enjoy the rest of the gameplay, and I'll catch you in the next one. Oh shit, I almost forgot to change.
It is, Cam. It's the Uncle Savage. Getting absolutely shit on in pubs. It's a good time.
Got your champion here. The one to look out for.
Trying to get on one of them rolls where we win like fucking 4 games in a row.
Thank God, that's it. I don't win. I don't win on Kings Canyon.
Evidence that you are not special.
You better run from Gibraltar.
Hold on tight. It's time to drop, shock, and rock. Let's go this way.
I mean, it makes sense. I just never knew.
Has the same vibes, yeah.
Nades, destroyed him with nades. One down.
Cracked lifeline.
I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot.
It's over there, I think.
Enemies here.
10 seconds, the ring's close. Just a tech, healing up. Better watch it. Ring's close.
We're inside the ring.
I think my man's
Positional
dipped.
advantage.
Recharging my shield.
They're like right here.
Danger close.
I'm shield swapping. I'll be there.
Throwing thermite.
Be careful, Rue. They're all over there. Got this one behind me. That turned on, kid.
Down to target. Down another target.
Broken. Another team, I think.
Another team, yeah.
Pass the squad the door already.
Come on in. Open and listen. Straight to kill confirmed.
Here, though. When you get another lift, let me know.
Cool.
Knocked Octane. Knocked Tabby. One more on me.
My sights. Down another.
Dead.
Nice.
Reloading. Double timing it.
Broke him.
Body on my
I'm gonna ult.
firing for effect.
We can probably push like right here. See what-
Broken over there as well.
Here.
Portal's ready.
I'm not getting eyes on one. Like, what is this?
Bro, this rev.